Right, this is the help video for sandwich statistics. It's a new one on ICT Games, and the purpose of it was, what I find in class is you get to the point where you do want, when you're teaching data handling or statistics, you do want to get the children to record real data, but it gets to the point, especially around year 2, when you're looking at bar charts and histograms and pictograms, where you just want it to do it, you just want the data there ready to go. So that's the point of sandwich statistics. Now, what you have to do first of all when you look at it is you've got 16 lunch boxes, and just as an adult you just need to have a quick look around and see, are you happy with the spread of what there is? So, you know, I can see there's a ham, some cheeses, some tunas, some cucumbers. I am happy. But if I wasn't happy, if I felt that it was all tunas and it wasn't going to be what I wanted, then I could press this new button. Okay. Now, so none of this is clickable. That doesn't do anything for now. None of this is clickable. That doesn't do anything for now until you choose what you're going to sort by. So I'm going to sort by sandwiches. Okay, so it strips everything out and just leaves the sandwich flavours. And I can say to the children, look, gosh, this is still really complicated, and I can pretty much tell what's most popular, but still it's not as clear as it could be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a tally chart. So now all of these are green at the bottom. I click the one I'm going for, which is the tally chart. They all stack up to the side, and then the tally chart appears and they come across. And then that's it, you just wait for that to happen. So our little 5-bar gates appear, and then when it finishes we'll get some tally chart some numbers here. So a child obviously in year 2 might be expected to read these tally marks and write the totals. So here I've got 1, here I've got 4 cheese sandwiches, I've got 5 cucumbers, and I've got 6 tuna. Okay. Now what I'm going to do now, I want to look at that data in a different format. I want to look at it just written in a table. For example, I might just want to practice how the children would write that in a table. Perhaps I got them to adapt that and write it in a simple table. So because I've pressed the back arrow, I've still got the same data set. It's still the same children's lunches. This hasn't changed. I'm going for sandwiches again, and this time I'm going for the plain table. This isn't going to be particularly interesting, but you might have got the children to fill out some tables to adapt from what they got on the tally chart. Okay, so it's the same data, but without the tally chart. Sorry, it's not very exciting. There we go. Right, okay, so if I want to come out of it, again, none of this is selectable. I just press this back to the start arrow. And I'm going to choose the same thing again. I'm going to do sandwiches again, but this time I want to see a pictogram. Now, I could have done the pictogram with, for example, fish and cucumbers and ham. I felt to me that the thing that was harder to deal with was these pictograms where each picture equals 2 of something or 5 of something. So I've just gone with the colours in the end. Okay, so now I'm thinking, what could this mean? Sorry, I'm always saying the answer. If a whole circle equals 2, what does half a circle equal? Yeah, it's 1. Only one person had a ham sandwich. There's 3 circles here. Each circle equals 2. So how many people have tuna sandwiches? Okay. Now I'm going to go back again, so I can use the same data again, but now see it in a bar chart or histogram. And this time it stacks them up as a pictogram and then converts them to blocks. Okay. I'll be honest, this chart never shows them in counting in 2s. It's the only one that does that is the pictogram in this resource. Okay, I'm going to go back again. There's one more option, which is the pie charts, which don't come up in Key Stage 1, don't come up for 5 to 7-year-olds, but I just thought it'd be nice to see. There we go, here's a circle, 360 degrees, cut up into 16 pieces and then coloured. And I just thought it was a good opportunity to show how, although we don't need to know how to make a pie chart, the fact that it's cut up into 16 pieces is quite illustrative, I think. And it's quite nice to look at a key, I thought, as well. Okay, now if I just go back, I just want to prove to you that you can do fruit. Let's just do the fruit, strip out everything and just see what fruit's popular. and then see a pictogram of fruit. And then it just does exactly what it did before, but for fruit. And until I press the new button, the data's not going to change. So, you could be showing them the data in one format, and they could be filling out a chart to show it in a different format. Okay, so how many people like apples? How many people like bananas? Is it 2? No, that's 4. Oh, that's a tricky one. How many people like oranges? How many people have got an orange? How many people have oranges in their lunchbox? You see, it's just like that. Very simple. And that's pretty much it. So the key, the thing that I'm keen to put across is that just when you start, have a good look and see, have I got the spread of things I wanted? And if you didn't, just keep pressing new, and it will give you a different set. Okay, but that's entirely randomly generated. So I'm sorry, it's just a case of just looking and seeing whether you think you like the spread, and that's it. So there's no kind of fun element to it, but it just means that you've, rather than having to waste, not waste, I don't mean waste, but if they're not learning about collecting data, it's better to get on with using the data and understanding the data than spending half a lesson totting things up. So it saves you having to tot up all the count up all the different things on some favourite how I came to school or what's my favourite fruit. It gives you data straight away to work with. Useful for SATs kind of thing, really, in preparation. And that's it, guys. I hope it helps. If you think of anything that you'd like to improve, if you think it could be better, drop me an email or put a comment underneath. Thanks for your time. Bye bye.